Hey everyone, it's Rose and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another spoiler-free reading vlog and we're going to be reading some of my most anticipated releases together. My year of reading has started off so well. I had such a good reading month in January and I want to keep these vibes going. So in February, I'm going to be reading some of my most anticipated books. They've come out recently. I think they're going to be 5 stars and I'm just so excited to bring you guys with me. Like I said, do not worry, there will be no spoilers in this video, and without further ado, let's talk about our first book. I feel like this wouldn't be an anticipated releases video if I didn't read a Freida McFadden book, so you guessed it, we're reading Dear Debbie. I love Freida McFadden books. They are such a vibe. They are so unpredictable, fast-paced and fun, and I always buddy read them with bestie Ellen. So this one came out last month, I think. It's on my February TBR. I've got it on Kindle Unlimited and I've actually already started it and I am loving it. I love going into our books as blind as possible, which means I don't really have anything to tell you guys. Sorry, not sorry. I think you should go into them blind as well. Don't be expecting a literary masterpiece because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for the vibes. I'm going to try my hardest not to binge read this so that I can actually update you guys, but these books are literally just so bingeable. I'm going to go ahead and read some more of this and we will see how my thoughts go. Okay, so I am now 44% of the way into Dear Debbie and I am still eating this up. I love it so much that she just paused so I could speak to you and then I'm getting back in bed and I am continuing. Some of the men in this book are evil. Some of the men in this book are dumb. I don't like any of them. Debbie. I'm feeling very conflicted. Is she so entertaining as a character? Absolutely. She's insane and I love that. But should I stand for her morals? I don't know. But it's fun to read. I don't know what... I have questions about things, but I can't tell you because it's spoiler free. And I have some theories that, again, I can't tell you. But I will let you know if my theories are right. I think I'm going to read for another hour or so before I go to bed tonight. And then I'm going to force myself to put it down so I don't get too ahead of Ellen's reading. Because a buddy read is supposed to be reading together and I am getting a bit ahead. I will see you tomorrow. We'll see how far I end up getting in. I am 64% of the way in and I'm still having so much fun with this book. It is so refreshing. It's different to how Freida's been writing her last few books in a great way. It is actually a bit more slow and suspenseful and I'm really liking that. I'm really liking the mysterious aspect. I don't know who I should be rooting for. I know who I shouldn't be rooting for. And I am just having a really good time. That's how I can describe it. It is so fun. I'm gonna try and give myself at least another day to finish it because I really want to enjoy it, but I'm itching to just pick it up and finish it right now. Guys, I stayed up till 2 AM last night finishing up Dear Debbie by Freida McFadden and I'm happy to announce this is a 5-star read. This is my favourite book of hers in a long time. I loved how the plot twists all made sense for once. I loved how it all came together. I loved the epilogue and how all that tied in so well. No loose ends. We got all our questions answered in the best way and I absolutely loved this book. Would absolutely recommend. Even if you are not the biggest fan of Freida, if you've read her more recent books and you haven't enjoyed them, try this. It is so good. My first anticipated release was in fact a 5-star. This next one I am just as excited for and I have just as good a feeling about it. There's none other than Alice Feeney's latest release, My Husband's Wife. I am so excited. She released a book this time last year as well and that was 5 stars, Beautiful Ugly. I have such high hopes for this. The premise of it is crazy. It's about a woman with a husband. She goes on a run and then she comes back, knocks on the door and a woman that looks kind of like her answers. Her husband has no idea who she is and says that the woman answered the door is his wife. What the hell is going on? I need answers. This is also very short. It's, I think, 300 pages. It's sprayed edges as well, which was a lovely surprise. I have the day pretty much free today, so I'm going to get a good chunk of this read. I cannot wait. I'm so excited to just get stuck in. Wow. Wow. I finished this book and wow, it is 5 stars. It is such a good book. Every time Alice Feeney comes out with a new release, she somehow outdoes herself. This was so good. it all came together. Was it a little bit unbelievable? Yes, but in a way that it still all made sense and it still added up, and I loved it so much. It really does keep you guessing, and then when it starts to piece together, the reveals just keep coming and coming and coming, and there's always more. Like, I could not have guessed really any of this book. I think I got a couple of the like minor points, but oh my goodness me, this was amazing. We are 2 for 2 with 5 stars, which is crazy. The next book is one I am not so sure how I'm going to rate it. I'm really anticipating it, and I could absolutely love it, but I could also not. It all depends on how this goes. This is Jennette McCurdy's latest release. It is her fiction debut. It is called Half His Age, and I absolutely hate that cover, but we're gonna move on. I'm pretty sure there's like grooming involved in this. I think it's gonna get pretty dark. Highly anticipated, funny, sad, thrilling novel about sex, class, desire and power, and the often misguided lengths we'll go to get what we want. And I think she gets with her teacher, so I don't know how old she is, but it's definitely gonna have some dark themes in it. I was sent this by the publishers actually, so I cannot remember who published this book. HarperCollins. HarperCollins, oh my gosh, I love HarperCollins. I have never been sent, like, they are the people who have sent me the most books, and I could not be more grateful, especially for this book. Oh my goodness. So like I said, I could either love it, which I'm really anticipating loving it, or I could hate it. I don't know. It's all going to depend on how it goes. And I am not someone who, like, I know this book is going to make me uncomfy. That will not affect my rating. I'm not going to rate it lowly because it made me feel gross, because I know what I'm getting myself into. It will all depend on how the writing is done and the story is done. This is her fiction debut, so we'll see how it goes. And it's pretty short. It's got like 80 chapters. It's under 300 pages. The audiobook is like 5.5 hours, which I was like, how? But it is narrated by Jennette McCurdy, I think, so I might listen to some of it on audio. We will just see how I get on with this book. Okay, so it is the next morning. Last night I tandem read the first 50 pages of Half His Age. I did the audio and like physically read it while I was listening. I'm really not liking this. So far it's a whole lot of nothing. I am only 50 pages in, but I feel like there are just so many buzzwords, and this feels like someone trying to write a relatable teenager in this day and age and just not getting it. There are so many pages of just lists. Like, every day she gets home, she scrolls on shopping adverts. I'm putting this in my cart, and then this in my cart, and then this in my cart, and then I'm checking out, and then I'm regretting it. And it's just repetitive, and I get that her life is supposed to be repetitive, but it's so boring. And then she's also like doom scrolling, and then they're telling me what she's doom scrolling about. I watch 10-step curly hair tutorials on YouTube that seem so complicated that I figure I'll just go back to frying it with a blow dryer and straightening iron every day and deal with the self-acceptance later. I switched to a video of a girl my age thrifting, then JFK getting his brains blown out in the back of the convertible, then a Beauty Guru's $700 Sephora haul. I follow the links in her description to the items from her haul, as she tells me that she seriously has a problem and needs to delete her Sephora app so she doesn't keep purchasing multiple shades of products she hasn't even tried. That continues for the entire page, and that happens multiple times, and I'm only 50 pages in. Not enjoying it, but I will continue because I purchased the audiobook, so I don't want to do that. And also, that would not be fun for this video. I want to see this through. It has a chance to like actually do something. We are only 50 pages in, but this is under 300 pages, so that is actually a good chunk of the book. I would give it 50 pages of nothing if it was longer and there was more plot, but we're a chunk of the way through. We can't have 50 pages of nothing if it's under 300 pages. Do you get my math? I don't know. It's not looking promising so far, but I will give it a further chance. So I am now just under halfway through. I don't understand the pacing of this book. It will be pages and pages and pages of just lists, and it's so wordy and so overly, like I said, trying to be self-aware of what a teenager is like, but it's not getting it right. It's like the stereotypes of what a teenager in the 2020s is like, rather than what they're actually like, if that makes any sense at all. I feel like this video has just been a whole lot of me making no sense and then trying to gaslight myself into thinking I am making sense. Anyway, the other side of things have gone from 0 to 100. Like, we'll have pages and pages of lists and nothing, and then the relationship development is, and I say relationship not in a romantic way, this is not romantic, okay? And it's not trying to be either, which is good. Goes from 0 to 100, and like, I don't want to say is that realistic, because this is about grooming, and grooming is, I don't know how a groomer's mind works, but I feel like this is not how it goes. It doesn't usually go from 0 to 100. I'm trying to keep this spoiler free, but I'm hoping if you've read this book you know what I mean by that. Yeah, it's definitely uncomfy to read at times, but that's not a criticism. Like, I went into it knowing that it's going to be uncomfortable. You're not supposed to enjoy what you're reading, but I am enjoying the book, kind of. I don't really know how I feel. I'm gonna go ahead. I want to finish this up today, but we will see if that actually ends up happening, because if it gets more graphic I might need to take breaks, because it is really like when I'm reading it. So we shall see. Okay, I get that she is obviously hurting, but you did not have to mess with an innocent guy. He had nothing to do with this. He didn't do anything wrong. And you're just messing with him, and I just feel bad. Do not make me feel bad for a man. Do not do it. Yeah, I am. This book keeps doing things that don't fit the usual pattern of grooming. This book is about grooming, and it's not doing the obvious patterns that you see when you hear about grooming. I can't believe he actually did what he said. It's not all just empty promises. It's not all, like, yes, it's manipulation, but it's not all just manipulation. Like, he's actually following through on what he's saying, and I don't like that. But I like the fact that this is not your usual take. I like the fact that it is doing something different. I do feel gross about the scene I just read, but again, I know I'm supposed to. So I finished Half His Age by Jennette McCurdy. I think I'm gonna rate this a 2.5 stars. There was a lot about it I didn't like. I did like how it ended, because it was feeling really bleak out there. I am glad with how it ended. Yeah, I just did not like the writing style at all. The actual story, I knew what I was getting myself into, but the writing was just not it and not my thing. However, out of these 3 books we have read in today's video, 2 of them were 5 stars. So I think I'm getting to know my taste pretty well now as to my anticipated releases. And I did say that this was a book I could either love or hate. And whilst I didn't hate it, I didn't like it. So I guess I am getting pretty good at figuring out what I like. This is probably going to be a bit of a shorter video, but I hope it was still fun and entertaining nonetheless, because I had such a fun time filming it. And that is where I'm going to leave today's video. So if you would like to see more from me, please be sure to like and subscribe, as I post new videos every single week. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in another video. Bye!